In this video, I'm gonna give you a framework on mastering traffic. Like most of my other videos, this video is both for OnlyFans agency owners and independent creators looking to earn more on OnlyFans and scale their business. So let's get right into it. No one knows you exist. You have to advertise more. So I believe we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. Because most of us know most things. We have the internet nowadays, and every existing information is at our fingertips. But repeating the lessons and principles we learned is much more important than learning new ones. Because many of you will have this big fear that you are boring your audience by repeating yourself over and over again, by making the same style of content. But the reality is, most people don't know you exist. People like to be reminded. If someone liked what they saw or heard from you the first time, chances are they're gonna want to do it again. So if you're a Twitch streamer and someone likes your content, they will keep watching for months and years most of the time, because if you keep the same style of content, they will watch because they liked it the first time, unless they switch what they like. And agencies often place their model in a certain niche, and there's nothing wrong with being in a niche, but I believe it's better to have 4 to 5 constant ideas or things or niche down traits about you. It's a little bit different than just putting your model in a goth or college girl niche. It follows a similar principle but yields a much higher return, and the most important thing is it's proven to work. So what do I mean by it's proven to work? Let's talk about the Subway guy and Panties girl story. So, the Subway guy. You've probably seen videos from him. It's been at least like 3 years, and I mentioned it in multiple videos, but the guy that just recorded himself making Subway sandwiches and answering the comments, and the guy had millions of followers, and every single video would get millions of views on all platforms. Also, just like the Subway guy, you've probably seen the videos of the girl taking off her panties in public and leaving them somewhere like in a bush or a store. It's been going absolutely viral lately, and she does it every single video and just keeps getting more and more views for weeks now. Now, why is that? People like to be reminded, people like to know what they can expect. The Subway guy always, and I mean always, has the exact same style of videos. So does she. Every time you see her, you will keep watching because you know exactly what to expect. Literally every single video that she makes, and she's been going really viral on all platforms the past few weeks, is she's usually in heels and some kind of, I don't know, dress or coat. The guy starts recording, or a girl, I don't know who's behind the camera, probably her agency, and she takes off her panties, puts them in a bush, in a store, whatever, and just walks away. That's all the content is about, and it's getting millions of views, and people just keep talking about it. And let me give you a funny story about an experience I had similar to this to drive this home even further. So like 2 years ago, there was this ad for some shitty game, I don't know the name of it, and I never installed the game. But what I did do is every time the ad would pop up on my YouTube, I would watch for at least 30 seconds. Now why would I do this? So in the ad there was always this song that was so stupid and funny, and I would always watch the ad because I would put on like such a big and genuine smile on my face, because I don't know, I enjoyed listening to the music. It would make me laugh because it was really a stupid tune. And I never installed the game, but I would watch just because the song was funny. It was such an addictive song to listen to. And I would watch that ad pretty much at least once a day when it would pop up. Now you can understand on a deeper level why you need to double down on your style of content and the brand you're already building. And to expand a little bit more on the sentence I said before about like you shouldn't place your model in a niche, like rather have 4 to 5 constant ideas or unique traits about your model. So what do I mean by this? If you take a look at the most successful models on OnlyFans, they usually aren't very niched down. They are very general, but have a niched down traits. And there's a big difference between the two, because they don't make a single trait their personality. They make a couple of traits their personality, and that's exactly what you should strive to achieve. People can't give you money until they know you exist. And it might sound funny, but it's true. People can't give you money if they don't know you exist. How are they gonna sub to your OF? So you have to advertise first, then have a product you can deliver on. And I truly do believe this. Until you're at 10 to 20k, It can even be set for 30, 50, any number, but it's usually around 10 to 20K. Advertising or traffic should be all of your focus, and I mean like 90% of it. Because way too many people have this issue where they go and optimize every single system and they make everything perfect and prepare for everything, but they don't do the most fundamental thing, and that's actually getting the traffic in. So if you don't even have enough people coming in, how are the chatters you spent 2 weeks training even gonna perform? Most guys don't even get 10 subs a day, and instead of fixing their issue, they go ahead and train chatters. Your chatters don't have anyone to talk to if you don't have traffic. And a big mistake way too many people make is when they get to a certain level, they just keep repeating the steps that took them to that level. So let's say you get 50K a month with just pure traffic. You think you're gonna earn more by just doubling down on that. But what you should actually do is, when you create a system that works and when you can get traffic consistently, then you tackle another issue stopping you from scaling. So I always like to say, what's your current state, your desired state, and the obstacle keeping you from getting there? So let's say you solved your traffic issue, now you're not milking your fans enough and you don't have a high return on the chatting aspect. Then you go work on your chatting aspect, but this is a very important part now. While you're working on fixing that chatting issue and milking your fans, you have to continue doing the same things you were doing before. So while fixing your chatting issue, you continue doing the same things you were doing for traffic. And when you tackle the chatting issue and your traffic is still great because you kept on doing the same thing that got you traffic, then you're on a projection to scale to a new level. And now that you don't have any more holes in your business and you patched all of them up, then you can start doubling down on certain aspects of your business that will allow you to grow to new levels. So you got the 20K with just traffic, then you continue to focus on traffic, but also focus on the chatting. That takes you to 50, 100K, and then you see what's the issue then and you keep on doubling down on it. And the last thing is not being ready for OnlyFans. So I'm gonna tell you the thing you need to hear and not the thing you wanna hear, because way too many people, both agencies and independent creators, quit OnlyFans after just a few weeks after they realize they can't make 50K by just posting a few cute pics of themselves. So let me tell you how to keep a healthy mentality and how to approach OnlyFans. Many people don't start things because they don't have capital, experience, they're too young or too old. They don't have the connections, or you can just insert any insecurity or any problem you can come up with. Like, people will always find an issue. And the first thing to keep in mind is always use what you have. And so use what you have to get the things you don't yet have but desire. So develop experience, develop proof that you can get good at a skill or a certain thing. And remember, you can only get good at a skill by not being good at a skill and repeating it and then failing each time you fail and make minor improvements. And those improvements will take many, many repetitions until you can actually get good at a skill. So whether you get into the OnlyFans business as an agency or an independent creator, there is going to be struggles. It's going to require a lot of hard work. And with time, you will develop undeniable proof that you can do the thing you say you can do, that you couldn't do before. So at everything you start, you're a beginner. That's what makes it fun. The struggle of it and then overcoming that struggle. But most people fail at step one. Don't fail at the first step. Don't just quit when you see it's hard. No, focus on what matters. Focus on traffic. When you get the traffic right, focus on another aspect to get right. Treat it like a business and become the best at it. That is all. I'll see you in the next video.